Coming up on this episode of Korea on Location, military kids trade the ups and downs of middle school for the twists and turns at Soulland. 2 service members put the air in Airmen, and a master sergeant lays down her wood saw for something with a little more teeth to it. On this special Thrill Seekers episode, adrenaline junkies get their fix by land, sky, and sea. Hello, and welcome to Korea on Location. I'm Army Sergeant Danielle Washington. Nothing gets the blood pumping like a good roller coaster, and Korea has several right in Seoul. Hold on to your seats as Petty Officer Samantha Stark joins middle schoolers to Seoul Land Theme Park. Days off from school can be a treasured day for students. Middle school and teen students from Yongsan took the time to travel to a local amusement park with Child and Youth School Services.
Today we're in Soulland with the children for their spring break. This is a place that the kids always like. Like I say, it's who doesn't like amusement park? And the lines aren't very long and the rides are pretty great. So everybody has a great time whenever we come here.
Soulland is one of the most famous amusement parks in Korea. Located only 30 minutes away from USAG Yongsan, Soulland is where you can experience exciting rides and activities like the double loop. And on a weekday like today, there's no worry about waiting in a line.
I believe it's called the double loop. You get to go upside down at least twice. That's why they call it the double loop. It's a great ride.
You can feel the blood rushing to your head. It doesn't feel very good, but it's fun.
Being in Soulland for spring break is like owning the whole park. So when you are done with one ride, you are always first in line for the next one.
Do you guys want to try the spinny thing?
Yeah, oh, wait, hold on.
Right after we eat? Are you sure about this?
Yeah. Yes, we try spinning thing and then 13.
I might be sitting out of the spinny thingy. 13, yeah, that's probably not a good idea today.
Soulland is a place where everyone can have fun and joy, and you can also make lots of great memories. From young to old, a variety of customers come to enjoy Soulland. There are over 40 exciting rides and even activities like laser tag. Each ride has its rules of use and greetings in English, so you can fully enjoy your time, even if you're a foreigner.
With the trips, we do have different trips going on every month, from shopping trips to Everland, paintball, rock climbing, hiking, whitewater rafting, all kinds of different trips. Yongsan is a great place to be. You know, there's a lot of fun things to do. Go out and experience as much as you can.
If it's a child's dream to enjoy every ride whenever they want, then literally, Soulland is where dreams come true. Petty Officer Samantha Stark, Yongsan, Korea. Korea's longest-running theme park is located off of Line 4, Exit 2, at Seoul Grand Park Station. Sometimes adventure can be found wherever the wind takes you. Specialist Jamie Mannion tagged along with 2 airmen who took to the skies in a heart-pounding, high-flying experience.
When service members get stationed overseas, they often have an idea of what they might see, but few would ever think taking to the skies would be on their list. Luckily, Senior Airman Daniel Pensanero and Senior Airman Justin Wishin show us how stepping out of the norm can lead to an adventure you will never forget.
Today, particularly, we have a very good weather and stuff. So, my name is Jeannie. I'm new guide.
Hi, Jeannie.
Hi, Jeannie.
About an hour and a half outside of Seoul is where the fun really begins. Here, Daniel and Justin meet with instructors to get a safety briefing and an understanding of the possible hang-ups that could happen.
The wind's supposed to be like this way, and this is a perfect condition for the paragliding. So we have to wait until the wind change, like this.
The 2 airmen move to the landing site to watch a few beginners as they practice for their solo flights. This is a little advanced for our airmen today, who will be taking their first flight strapped to an instructor. But before they're right in the sky, there's still a bumpy ride ahead. The trip up the mountain is anything but gentle, but it's nothing the torque of a 4-wheel drive can't handle. Finally, 400 meters up, Daniel and Justin are treated to an amazing view.
I can't even describe it. It's just awesome. It's just so big. When you're down there in the valley, it's just... you seem so shut in compared to up here where it's just open.
As in any flight sport, perhaps the most important element is wind. Instructors continuously monitor conditions to keep everyone safe. Sometimes that means waiting for nature to be in your favor. It isn't long, though, before we have Daniel suited up and ready for his ride.
Woo, starting to get nervous now 'cause it's not moving.
Okay. Okay.
Go! Go!
You have to run that point. Yeah, I went.
I have not paraglided before. Felt pretty safe. Strapped in. The guy running it seemed to know what he was doing, so it was a pretty good situation. All the guides are very knowledgeable. Definitely a good experience. Definitely do it again.
As the day goes by, Justin waits for his turn. But Mother Nature has other plans.
Well, it looked like fun. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go today because wind conditions changed, and they said it was too dangerous to do it. And I was a little concerned after we saw a couple people, a couple of the individuals who weren't associated with the company that do this on their own, and they were having some trouble. So they stepped in and said, it's probably best that we go home and try this another day.
Even with the news, Justin wasn't too upset.
Even just getting up to the top of the mountain and looking down and just seeing the vast open space up there was really breathtaking. It was really cool.
Wherever you're stationed, if you're willing to step out of the norm, you can always find excitement and adventure. Whether it's flying through the clouds or just appreciating the view from above. Specialist Jamie Mannion, Korea.
Sign up for paragliding and other trips through your local USO. There's only one underwater creature that inspires so much fear, it gets its own theme song. Army Sergeant Rob Osan plunges in with one scuba diver who's not afraid of what lurks beneath.
Sergeant Stacy Law came to Korea without her husband and daughter. She sometimes feels like she's a fish out of water. She decided to stay busy to keep from being homesick. Her hobbies aren't so gentle. She doesn't shy away from the sharp edges of wood carving. And this time, she bit into an adventure filled with danger, gallons of water, and sharks.
It doesn't relate to my professional job that I do in the Air Force in any way, shape, or form, really. It's just something that I do for recreation, and it's something to help me relax, off-duty time, kind of take a break from my everyday workday job.
Law visited the largest shark tank in Busan Aquarium to have her first shark diving experience in Korea.
It was really cool to be that close to the giant groupers and the sharks and stuff. I wasn't scared. I wasn't nervous. The instructor there took really good care of us, making sure they didn't get too close, but it was really fun. Recommend it to anybody.
Sergeant Law felt the experience put her in tune with her wild side.
I felt like I was one of the fish. I was like, now I know what an animal in the zoo feels like. For scuba diving, it's like being in a whole nother world. You get that sense of floating, of being in the water. That's probably about the closest thing you can get to floating, is just being in the water. It's quiet, it's peaceful.
Stacy's motto is never let an opportunity pass you by, and shark diving keeps her afloat doing just that. Army Sergeant Rob Osan, Busan, Korea.
The aquarium is open 7 days a week. For the shark diving experience, it's 75,000 won for certified divers and 95,000 won for non-certified divers. That's it for this episode of Korea on Location. Join us again next time for the best places to visit. So what are you waiting for? Experience Korea for yourself. Thanks for watching.